Welcome students. Today we are going to see a special case problem which is nothing but a freely suspended. So it is one of the important problem in case of our engineering graphics. So in which we are going to see two different types of problems. One is cone and either we can see is a prism. So here the problem, you can see the detailed problem in our description. It is nothing but a cone where the base diameter is 40 millimeter and the height given is 56 millimeter. And it is very clearly given, it is freely suspended. So what is the meaning of freely suspended? In the sense, it is simply hanging from the top by hanging one point. Okay, so let me show you an example. See here. So this is a particular pyramid. You can see I am having a triangle here and I am having a triangle faces. See, by fixing only one point, this particular object is freely suspended. So this is the case what you have to consider or imagine for this particular problem. But here we are having a problem with a cone here. Okay, so you always imagine that whenever a problem is given as a freely suspended, a point of a base in case of a cone or a corner in a pyramid is resting. We obviously know that in case of projection of solids, we will be fixing right hand side as our fixing point. So if it is a pyramid, you try to fix with a corner in the right hand side. It's very important. Okay, so then the very important thing in case of this freely suspended problem is we have to identify the center of the gravity of the particular solid. Okay, here I have given the formula to find out the center of gravity of a cone or a pyramid. It is very important. This formula is utilized only for a cone or a pyramid, which is nothing but 1 by 4 times of the height. Okay, see here you can see the height given here is a 56 millimeter. So that I am finding out 1 by 4 into 56. The center of the gravity of a particular cone is available at 14 millimeter from your base. That is very important. So 14 millimeter. So from your base. So that is very important. So as I told earlier, here I have drawn my simple question. You know that since the base is resting on horizontal plane, I can look the circle from the top. So I have drawn the top view as a circle. Okay, then I have marked the center line and I have equally divided this circle into 8 equal parts. I hope you know how to divide it. So from here 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. Otherwise you take only two sides. From here 45, from here 45, you simply extend the line so that I can have a equal 8 equal parts. So then I have to name the parts. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and the center. You obviously know that in case of a cylinder and cone, when I look from here, I can see H, A, B, C, D. But only H and D should be a darker one. So what I have did is, I just projected all the points from here and I have drawn the center line first. See here, even though if I have a B, I have not drawn it dark since it is an imaginary directrix. Okay, so then I have fixed the height from the center line. The given height is 56 millimeter. From base, I have measured 56 millimeter. Then I have connected the last two very important directrix H2O and D2O. Okay, and I have don't forget to draw your base diagram. Now coming to our freely suspended problem, we know that the center of gravity of the cone is available at 14 millimeter from the base. What I have did is, see here, in my center line, I am very clear here, in my center line, from the base I am measuring 14 millimeter. From the base I am measuring a 14 millimeter and I am giving the name as a G. So many of them use CG, it is up to you to give the name. I am giving their name as G. You can see here, I am connecting G and D dash. It is not mandatory you have to connect G and D dash, you can connect G and H dash also. But in our previous all problem, we are fixing only our right hand side. So I have connected this center of gravity to D dash. So this is the first step in case of our freely suspended problem. Okay, now let us see how to draw the final position of the particular freely suspended problem. For which what I am going to do is, see here, this is a corner, this is a point I am going to fix. So with which I am going to hang, with which I am going to suspend my product. So that I am fixing one point here and I am naming it as a D1 dash. So I am naming it as a G1 dash. And now you try to draw a line which is perpendicular to reference line. So what I am doing is, first I am drawing D dash to G. I repeat again, first I draw D dash to G. So what I can do is, once I fix D dash, I can use my compass from D you measure your G and then you simply cut an arc so that you have a point which is nothing but again a G. Okay, you be very careful. This line should be very light and thin since we are drawing it only to complete our thing. Okay, so now I have this line. Now I need to try to draw this line. To do that, can I measure D to B here? Yes, I can measure D to B. So from here, I cut an arc so that I have an arc here. Similarly, from G, I can measure B. I repeat again. From G, I can measure B. See here, from here, I cut an arc. So this intersection gives me the point B1 dash within the bracket F1 dash. Okay, so now I try to connect this line and I try to extend it. Okay, so now I have got this base line. Okay, so now I try to draw this center line which is perpendicular to this B. So from B, I am drawing a perpendicular line which is nothing but the center axis. Okay, I know that from B the O is 56 mm. So from B I am cutting an arc which is 56 mm and I am naming it as O1 dash. Okay, so see here, from B I can measure H. I repeat again, from B I can measure H with a compass and I am having an arc here. So this is my H1 dash. Okay, now I am having H dash, I am having D dash, and I am having B dash. Obviously we know that only the last two directories should be darker. So I try to complete the cone here. Okay, similarly see here, from B I can measure A, from B I can measure C and I cut two very important arcs. So here I am having, this is my A1 dash. Within the bracket, it is G1 dash. Similarly, from here I can measure it, and this is my C1 dash. Within the bracket, E1 dash. So let me complete this particular diagram. So this only these things should be very darker and thick. Okay, so it is understandable that by fixing the point D, I am hanging my particular cone here. Okay, this may be very light and very thin from A to O and similarly from C to O. So now what I have did is I have simply suspended a cone by fixing at point number D. So this is very important. Let me give just a recall. First what I did is I fixed a point D there. And then I have drawn a perpendicular line which is perpendicular to my reference line. Then I measured D to G. From there I have cut an arc and find out the center of the gravity. Then what I did is I measured D to B. D to B I cut an arc. Then I measured G to B. From G I cut an arc. So I found out B. From B I draw a perpendicular line which is my center line. Okay, and then I find out all the remaining with the help of the measuring of the compass. So the next is which is similar to that of all our remaining problem. You try to project all the points. So don't even leave any single points. The line from the top should be perpendicular to your reference line. So it is very important. It should be perpendicular to your reference line and don't forget your O. And similarly from this it should be parallel to your reference line. It is very important. Okay. To try to erase an excess line, it is not at all required. So since we know all the points available here, we can point out here. So here I am having my F. Here I am having my point G. This is H. This is A, B, C, I hope this is D, and this is E, and this is my O1. Okay, I can write it here. This is my A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1, and H1. Okay, now you try to connect. So when I look from the top, I can see the entire circle. So here there is no concept of hidden line concept since I can see. So you try to use your French curve and you try to connect all those points. Okay, and obviously we told that only the end direction should be dark. I connect F2O1 and B2O1. So this is our final part, and we need to make the dimensions. Obviously the diameter is given. So the diameter of this circle is given as diameter is 40. Diameter is 40. Don't forget to have your arrowhead. It is very, very important. And the height of this particular thing is given. This is my extension line. This is my dimension line. So then my arrowhead in the ratio of 1:3 ratio, and I am having the thing is 56 millimeter. So this is the simple question of a freely suspended problem, and this is the final question of a freely suspended problem.